So anyways, we're back to Dangerous Speeds as we got only 2 players left that I'm going to be keep an eye on the chat filter as we have already started to reach for, again, starting us with 30 miles driven, and we got $73,000. I'm sorry, that was absolutely for a unreliable long things to go because it's absolutely going to be too late for a little bit as we're going to be doing for finishing out after. If we're gonna be finishing for up to 30 miles, I got my first task we have for reward for $10,000, and the progress should be gonna be heading to another price, and by earning lots of cash, and the power plant has been completed. I'm gonna be telling that I'm gonna be show you how that we're gonna be doing for the plan as well. So I'll tell you that to show you that I just using for the Porsche Taycan. As we speak for the top speed humor of 171 miles an hour. As we seen for the top speed this earlier, this went out of control as well. As because of the top speed is 171, that turning manual is absolutely kind of just unnecessary as well. So if we're going to be going over 100 miles an hour, I'm going to be see that we're showing this as we're breaking it down to 120 miles an hour. That was absolutely going to be a little bit slow as we're going to be finding over here to the power plant. I can see the power plant and we have for our first achievement. This is where that I just got for some kind of this one before because of some kind of a loud sound effects is this one. As we're near down inside of the highway drive, at least I'm going to get lost. Out here some kind of just a fewer streaks. Like we never said about this one. So as we never gonna be told in about this one, as we're skipping around for the racetrack, we cannot do this for extra storage. As we're doing this for a little bit one time, we can able to make our way back into the city against one time. So as we're gonna be speaking around for this through, looks like I need to make it escape as we're gonna be leaving throughout for this town. As we leave, we're going to be doing for outrun for this time for over 100 miles an hour and made it back into this earlier. So as you're going to be speaking through this out of my way, as we're doing for such an Arab drifting as well, as we're going to be doing, I need to pull over first before I just going to be using for a Subaru BRZ. That is how that I'm going to be a crazy drifting like a Forza Horizon 5. And that was absolutely going to be went down for so long. I don't want to get for went down for a little bit for going to get for such as one time because can't know about this a little bit once. So 34 miles driven. So as we're going to be doing for a little bit, we have not my Breaking Bad as everything as well. If I just break bad for a little bit for aggressively Breaking Bad a lot of this one. So as I'm just leaving around one vehicle, let's change back into the Subaru BRZ. Let's head on that we're going to be using for a manual transmission for this one. As we're starting to do this, as we're hitting throughout for some kind of 6-gear sequential transmission by using the BRZ, that the top speed is going to be reaching out for 155 miles an hour. As we're going to be hitting throughout for some kind of an old school like these things, as we're not going to be making out this thing as well. So it looks like we're in left side of the road, and the final drive is in the top speed of 155 miles an hour before we head up this bridge as well. So it's going to be extremely high and down braking as well. So looks like if I'm going to get back into this moment, we can't able to get back onto this yet, but this is how we need to get back at this well. So absolutely, we just absolutely drive through now for some kind of a one opportunity inside of a suburban drive. We're getting out of this way. I'm not gonna be wasting for so many times, which is the way that I just gonna be lead us back into the city. Unfortunately, this is some kind of just aggressively hard whatsoever. If I just gonna be doing such as highway drive as well, I need to find a way to the city, and it looks like we're in the wrong side. As we're speaking out for some kind of returning back, looks like I jump out of the vehicle, and we have caught finding that we just getting out of the vehicle and start doing police chases earlier. So back into the old-fashioned classic electric vehicle as well. So even using for an electric vehicle as well, so to get away from this a little bit way. 37.1 miles driven. Looks like we came up for just a little bit came yet as well. And we just absolutely for extra update for looks like in some kind of just a little bit code map and update for some extra game pass as well. So looks like the int has absolutely not quite of work. In my codes, if I just type here for exclusive cache and more codes of some kind of vehicles, if it says map and update, it does not work for itself. Now I just slept back into the dealership and I'm gonna be buying some cars we don't have yet. We got $86,000 we have today, so we have no players left. And exactly, we have this free means group car as well. Another one is the free vehicle as well. So this is where I started out for some kind of tutorial. As we got 1, 2, 3 Lamborghinis as even more fastest as possible. If I just click here for the Nissan Z Proto, which is gonna be to do so, as we're gonna be trying this out.
The all-new Nissan 800e. This car is perfect for those who need to whip around a racetrack. So what do you say? Wanna buy it?
No, I don't really think so. But I just absolutely that I don't think. I don't really know that I'm not sure that we're gonna be buying this vehicle for just yet. And it's absolutely $50,000 that we just absolutely find this out. We got 1, 2, 3 strikes. We got the Lamborghini Aventador, the Huracan, and the Gallardo as well. So, and the McLaren Artura requires for 599 Robux. As you remember the last part that we seen for just a little bit morning. So as we never seen, we have Starter Collection, Rally Collection, Electric Collection, Legacy Vehicles, Performance Collection, and Track Toys Collection as well, and Deluxe Collection for High Performance Collection as well. It looks like we need some more for High Performance Collection and Limited Edition collection as well. So absolutely we have to leave the dealership right now, as we never speak to this. I'm not going to be buying for the Z Proto, and exactly I'm going to be spawning a little bit right now and break bad everything as well. And exactly we're going to be doing for Breaking Bad some more and destroy stuff like itself for doing extreme sports by using Porsche Taycan or some kind of a unknown vehicle as well. So the Taycan looks like I won't absolutely. This isn't a Taycan or Macan. I just really absolutely don't know about this vehicle, about this one. So it's a Porsche Panamera as well. So absolutely to drift around for this one, it might contains for power slides down into itself. As we're gonna be doing about this one, hit the tree, exactly smash everything for this one. So as you enter around the track, maybe we should do racing and other stuff. And otherwise, this racing game was absolutely more intensely for Dangerous Speeds to get this way in order to get impossible. So to get impossible, that I'm not able to get smart at this moment. This is how I'm just gonna be doing a rap drifting, and absolutely I'm made fully aware that I'm not gonna be inside of that kind of one island that before. As before we speak to this out, I just break bad instantly, everything as possible, but learning like Ken Block that I must be a soul of Ken Block itself. So excellently that we're gonna be doing for an excellent way that we're doing this code. If it does work for some kind of Twitter codes, which does not work, because you have to require to sign in and sign up for the Twitter account. I made sure this is some kind of a little bit hard like this before. It's some kind of for a leave a like at this game for 5,000 likes. Let's see if it does work. Map and update for extra cash. And I just really do so that we're gonna be doing as well. If we're gonna be redeemed for our first time, guess it's time to redeem for its first time. Let's redeem it. Looks like the cash is invalid as well. So looks like I'm at $91,000. I don't think the code is not really as well. So if I just code, it was invalid for some kind of use code map and update, which is invalid of this game. So absolutely, it's not really good anymore, and because this code is no longer active anymore, because sometimes it was absolutely due to some kind of scam. If I just need to be rich, then use a code, but it's not working as well. So if I just absolutely to do whatever it is to kind of just gonna be going up for 100 miles or 1,000 miles driven back in Driving Empire, so at least I'm not doing something a little bit of edge mode as well. So as we came to this going uphill situation, which is some kind of an unreliable driving in Europe, it looks like this must be the Top Gear session, like I say. This is absolutely kind of just a little bit of secret. So anyways, if you like for today's video, that I just hit it around for just something like this one, as we're going to be spawning around for a Subaru BRZ. This is how that has caused for a little bit for our first funny moments. And our task isn't even complete. It's gonna be even impossible to get through this out. I got for our first achievement for it's gonna be a little bit for 41 until I need to reach for 45 miles driven. And that's it for today's video. So I hope you enjoyed for this kind of just one strategy. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell. Thanks for watching, and which will be Chipper Concept signing off, and I'll talk to you guys all later.